Okay. Hopefully that's a temporary fix, okay? I gotta clear up some space on this computer, okay? But I'm back to talk about Tamar Braston. What's up with Tamar Braston, okay? What? Why is she so quiet, okay, after she done got her head knocked between the washer and the dryer? And then sat up there and told everybody in town, and then now she quiet as a mouse. Okay, let's find out what really happened with Tamar Braskin. Okay, now I know that she said she woke up in a pool of blood. Okay, she said she was wakened up in a pool of blood. So that means somebody, somebody else was there, and it sure is funny. I'm noticing how quiet she is, leaving everybody else to speculate. Okay, it could be for publicity. Okay, I hate to say she caused it. Okay, because I really don't agree with she caused it. Okay, whoever did that to her needs to be uh, made aware of. Whoever did that to Tamar Braskin. Okay, and uh, I know she's not scared. Okay. Maybe she's embarrassed. Maybe she put herself in a situation, okay, because they were all drinking, okay. She wanted to extend the party to her house, okay. You know how Tamar's mouth is, okay. So maybe, okay, she said something because she was intoxicated, and I'm pretty sure the other person was intoxicated. But she probably did not know, okay, about the other person's intoxication as far as how is a person when they're under the influence, okay? Because some people get really violent when they're under the influence, okay? Or they're really short tempered, okay? Or they do just the opposite. They get real nice and get real shy or whatever. But anyway, or we think we can sing, we think we can dance. One of those moments, okay? So here's my cat, okay? Scratching, she's not going out. I don't know what she's scratching about, but anyway. So let's find out with, I want to throw some cards on Tamar, okay? And what's the vibe, okay? I want to do this true crime, okay? I thought it worked out pretty good when I did it, so I want to try it again and see what they have to say about Tamar. What's up with Tamar and her bloody nose, her fractured nose, her missing teeth? She got her teeth knocked out. Okay, what's up with that? What do you want us to know? Okay, what happened with Tamar? What do you want us to know? Okay. Because I think we need to solve this mystery once and for all. Let us know what happened with Tamar Braston, okay, on that Sunday night, morning, okay, when she woke up in a pool of blood. What do you want us to know? Uh-oh. What do you want us to know? Tamar Braston. True crime, because it was a crime. Okay? I wondered, did the person plead with her not to say nothing? Please, it will ruin my career. I'm like, man, okay. I wonder where the police called, okay? Maybe did they find her in a pool of blood and they called the police, okay? Maybe otherwise she would not have called the police, but maybe the police were called, okay? So she had to say something. Mm-hmm. Let's find out. Okay. Well, there's prison. Okay. I don't know if this guy has been in prison before. I say it was a guy. I just said it was a guy. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. Guy. I wonder have they been in prison before. Okay. Um, we have a baby bottle. Okay. I don't know where that fits into the picture. Okay. Or it doesn't say baby bottle. It says bottle. Okay. Drinking. They were drinking. Okay. Oh, we got some rope. Somebody likes being tied up. I guess. I don't know. Okay. Poison. Drugs. Airplane. Okay. Now this airplane is flying above the clouds, flying above the water. See that? Okay. Maybe they were high as a kite. Maybe they were high. The heads was in the clouds. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, there's your poison pills, chain, shovel, cigarette. They were smoking. Incinerator. Okay. Now I don't know what that has to play in this. We're just getting the bits and pieces, and we have to put the puzzle together. Okay, so I'm going to see incinerator and airplane. Okay, I'm going to take that and move that off to the side. Okay. Wind, okay, and shovel. I'm going to take that off to the side. When I look at what's left, okay, we got the poison, we got the pills, we got rope, okay, we got chains, we got the bottle, we got prison, and we have cigarettes, okay. Now, so far, what I'm getting is this person has been to prison, okay. They were drinking, they were doing drugs, okay. They were also smoking cigarettes, okay. And then the chain and the rope, to me, that tells me that maybe somebody was into the hanky-panky, the kinkiness, bondage, okay? Mm-hmm. We have the wire rack, the wire tag. Okay, I was asking what this meant. Someone said it's that rack in the refrigerator. Okay, so maybe maybe she got knocked between the refrigerator and the washer. Okay. Now, church. I don't know where church comes to play. If they went to church with her, if they've been to church with her, or they knocked her and she thought she was in church. Okay. We have a sink where there was running water. Okay. So maybe somebody tried to clean up. We have the casino. So they may have been gambling. Okay. We have the cellar. We have the cellar, and it looks like the cellar is full of wine. Okay. And that's right here in the same row as the bottle. Okay. Now something has to do with a ring. A wedding ring. Ooh. Okay. Was something stolen? There's a dagger. A knife. Okay. A hook. A drawer. And the attic. Okay? Now, what comes to mind is on this, it's kind of like a robbery, okay? Right? But not like somebody broke in and robbed you. It's more like maybe I don't know, she was threatened, okay? And I don't know where the hook comes in. Maybe they had her hook, line, and sinker, okay? I don't know. But I wonder, did they go through her stuff, okay? I wonder where they're going. We got the attic here, okay? I wonder while she was knocked out, when they knocked her out, I wonder, did they go through her stuff? Did they take her ring, okay? Did they go through her drawer, rummaging through her drawer? I wonder, okay, if that may have been the case, and she's not saying, okay? I don't know. Does Tamar have her own place now? I heard she was living pillar to post. She was. I don't know if she still is. So those are what the cards are telling me on that. And the person has been to prison. Now, I heard that from what I know of the people who are involved, one person stands out when it comes to prison, and that's Mendices. Because Mendices, when they were doing the Love and Hip Hop, okay, he had went to prison. In the course of that show, he got sentenced and he was in prison. So Mandy, she had that one baby, and I think she was pregnant and she had a little girl. That's what I'm thinking, okay? And he was in prison. So I don't think he got to see that baby born. But, okay, he was in prison at the time. Okay. So, and, ooh, that would make sense, okay? Because, how long has he been out? I don't know how long he's been out, but I wonder if he's still on parole. And I know he don't want her to file charges if he's on. Oh, let's look that up. I know he don't want to file no charges, okay, if he's on parole, because he going straight back, okay? Don't pass go, don't collect $200. He going straight back. Let's look. When did Mendices get released from prison? Okay, I have to spell the name. January of this year? Oh, no, 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 no. Wait, this is 2020. That's only 5 years. Okay, hold on, hold on. Oh, he's 37? Oh, he was charged with possession with intent to sell. Is basically okay what he got. He got caught with heroin and cocaine with intent to sell. He got 97 months. How many years is that? He didn't do no 97 months. Yeah, that was like 8 years, 8 or 9 years. Okay. Okay. So that was 2020. This is who I'm talking about. Okay, so November of 2020. He was caught up in a drug trafficking ring. Okay, yeah, 8 to 10 years behind bars. Oh, see, he didn't. He okay. So he didn't serve that long. Okay, he did like a year and a half, and they let him out. Okay, so I don't know how long he's on parole, but if he is still on parole, ooh, my camera's messing up here. If he's still on parole, he's definitely not going to want Tamar to say anything because she doesn't have to press charges. If she points him out, okay, he can still get violated. His parole officer can violate him because he's in violation. Mm, okay. The Truth Oracle. Okay. The Truth Oracle. Can you please tell us what happened with Tamar on that Sunday night when she was found in a pool of blood, 4 teeth missing, and a fractured nose? What happened to her? What happened? What's the truth on that situation with Tamar Braskin? Now, I could be wrong, but believe me, okay? Believe me, okay? If that is him, he would be pleading with her, begging her, okay, not to say anything, okay, because they will shoot him right back to prison if he's still on parole. If he's not on parole, he can still be charged, okay, and he's going back to prison, okay? Assault and battery like that. Let's see. What do you want us to know? Okay, what do you want us to know that night that Tamar got that bloody nose, that fractured nose, and those missing teeth? Okay, what do you want us to know? Okay, tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. What happened? Okay, so we have a shadow. Okay, the other side coexisting. Okay, and that's the first card. Okay, run away. She wants to get away, keep away, and give up. She doesn't. It seems like she just doesn't want to deal with this. She doesn't want to deal with this. But I think she's going to have to face it. But she doesn't want to. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's causing her anxiety because whoever did this to Tamar, okay, she needs to come out and do the right thing. She needs to let people know what happened to her and who did this to her, okay? She needs to speak up. She needs to speak up and encourage other women to speak up. Because you could be saving somebody's life. Okay, now this says firm. She was wide awake. She was wide awake. She knows what happened. She knows what happened. Mm-hmm. Sunset. Night falls. Okay. So this, I take it, happened at night. Where's my little, oh, there it is. I take it happened at night. Hidden truth. Yeah. They're hiding the truth. Okay. Secret. There might be more to the story, like I said, okay, with the chains and the rope. Okay, so they may, I don't know if the police are involved in this. All I see is people talking, okay, and it being on the news. I don't know if the police are doing an investigation, okay. I'm not aware. I'm not saying they're not, but divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, and karma. Okay. Divine intervention. You know what divine intervention means. Okay. That means when God stepped in, your guardian angel stepped in to keep you alive. Hoping, wishing, expecting, and desiring. That could be hoping, wishing, and desiring that she don't say nothing. Okay. Photographs. I'm pretty sure they took pictures, or she took pictures of her injuries. Let me slide this. Okay, there we go. She wants to let go. She wants to surrender. She wants to give up. See. But with all this all in the public, it's not that simple. Okay. It's telling me my intuition, my sixth sense is on the right track. Single, isolation, okay. Independent, she wants to be alone. She wants to be alone and try to figure slash sort this out. She wants to cool down. She wants to calm. Matter of fact, they both do. Whoever did this to her, okay, they want to cool down. They want to just chill, okay. Both of them trying to sort this out. One hoping the other doesn't tell, and the other, okay, is stuck in the dilemma, knowing they should say something, okay. We have the crown. And the roll of the dice. Addiction. It's a miracle, okay? Divine intervention, it's a miracle. Okay, now Tamar was definitely born with talent. She's talent, okay? Born with features, personality. That's Tamar, okay? She's got the talent. Okay, so this is someone that she encountered, okay? They met up somewhere. I don't know. Maybe they met up at that party that Funky Geneva and all of them were at, okay? Maybe that's where they met up. And they had drinks. Everybody was drinking. Okay. So she's chewing on it. She's chewing on it. She's gnawing on it. She's thinking about it, okay? Deep thinking. She's deep in thought, okay? See, because the thing about it is, if you're doing drinking and you're doing these drugs and stuff, whatever you were doing, okay, somebody hit you, it's not going to take much to knock you out, okay? And lucky they didn't kill you, okay, because you could have drowned in your own pool of blood. Could have drowned if that was your pool of blood, okay? Well, if it was theirs, okay, if you was laying face down in it, okay, it could have killed you, okay? And it was in the empty room, nobody was there. That card came up before, okay? This is saying an uninvited guest, a surprise. Somebody showed up at the party, okay? They took the party home. Somebody showed up, okay? There was some type of communication, okay? She may have communicated with this person who showed up unexpectedly, okay? Maybe. Everything's alleged, okay? She told him where the key was. Is she one of them ones that stashed the key under the mat? It was taboo. It wasn't the sweetest taboo, but nevertheless, it was taboo. Okay? It was a crime. Is it a crime? Okay? And then there was some type of commitment, an oath, an agreement not to tell. See that man down on his knees? Because he don't want to go back to prison. Okay. Let me see what's the vibe. Okay. Can you give us the vibe on Tamar Braskin getting her nose fractured and her teeth knocked out her mouth, okay? And knocked up between the washer and the dryer. What was the vibe? Can you clarify these cards I have down here? Okay. Can you help clarify the cards? Wake it up. Yes. Let us know. What do you want us to know with Tamar? What happened that Sunday? Okay. And she woke up and her teeth were missing. What was the vibe? What was going on that night? What was going on? What do you want us to know? Something was going on. Okay? Well, it's tension. Stressed out. Somebody overstepped their boundaries. I wonder who that could have been. Somebody got salty. They got bitter. Angry. It may have been petty. It could have been petty. But when you're under the influence and doing all that, okay, it's a whole nother scenario. Toxic. Okay? Drama. Arguments. Okay? So it was supposed to be a glow up for some new opportunities, okay, new career. Maybe that's what she's using it for right now, okay? Maybe she's using this scenario as a glow up. Narcissist, okay, egotistical. And see, when you get to drinking and you're doing drugs, okay, that narcissism really comes out. Okay. So a soulmate. So, okay, I don't know if this is a soulmate, or is this a soulmate as in she was very familiar with this person. Okay? Very familiar with this person. This person was nurturing, okay? This person was a father figure. Oh, oh, daydreaming with their heads in the clouds, okay? The laughter, reminiscing on the laughter and the joy and the possibilities of you guys getting back together or something. Hopeful. Were you leading somebody on, okay, that they would be hopeful and inspired, optimistic? Wishful thinking they were going to get a second chance? But now we got the legalities going on with the lawyers or the court or some legal paperwork. She's feeling trapped. She's feeling stuck. Okay. She doesn't have too many options. She feels like running and escaping. She thought she had put some distance with the divorce, okay, with the separation. She's got that feminine energy. That nurturing energy. Now, that feminine energy, that nurturing energy could have been mistaken as that she was interested in them. Just because, some people you just can't be nice. Okay? You can't be nice to everybody. They trip. Okay? Maybe she blocked that person. Okay? When she realized that they were taking it the wrong way, maybe she blocked that person. Maybe she stopped calling. And those were the consequences. She could have made bad choices. Okay? Mixed signals. Masked. Hiding. Okay? Concealing. Deception. Somebody was being deceptive in the situation. I'm not going to say relationship. I'm just going to say situation. Okay? So now, okay, there is burned bridges. There's a lack of trust. Okay? Disloyal. And maybe the person felt that you turned your back on them. Okay? Maybe they thought they were just a thrill. So I could see there being an argument. If that's the case, there being an argument going back and forth. Okay? That's just a little inkling I got. Okay? This right here going back and forth. Okay? Because I thought this and I thought that and you said this, you said that. No. You know what I'm saying? I could just see it. Okay? And them getting so heated and so pissed. Now, there's a feeling of exhaustion. There's a feeling of being burned out. Okay? There's a feeling, there's a burden. There's a burden, and I'm taking it that there's a burden on two people, both people. There's a burden. And they're feeling stagnant and stuck. Okay? We got that masculine energy coming in. Masculine energy. And the nightlife. Okay? One thing about the nightlife, honey, it will get you caught up. It will get you caught up. Okay? Yes. And this was all done at the party. Okay? The night party. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, I get the feeling that this situation was on both ends, okay? This situation was on both ends, okay? And a lot of people, I think, are getting that same vibe, okay? That this situation was on both ends, okay? Because we know how Tamar's mouth is, okay? Right? But when you got drugs and liquor involved, that's no mix. That's not a mix right there. That is not a mix, okay? And you know Tamar can give attitude, and everybody's saying that. It doesn't make it that it's her fault. No, okay? But what I'm just saying is, it definitely is something that can ignite the situation, okay? Definitely can ignite the situation and add flame to the fire, honey. She was fanning in flames because Tamar, I can see Tamar fanning the flames, okay? I can see her fanning the flames. Now, if this was someone that she knows and she's aware of being violent, okay, she may not have fanned the flames, okay? This may be somebody, okay, who just got so angry. Oh, before I do this, who is it? Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Who is it? Oh, I'm ready for a description now. Okay, who is it? Who did that to Tamar? Who caused Tamar to end up with a fractured nose and knocked her teeth out her mouth? Who caused this? Who was it? What do you want us to know? Somebody knocked that girl's teeth out. Okay? Who knocked Tamar between the washer and the dryer? Who did it? Who was it? Okay? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answer. Okay? Oh, yeah. Who was it? I'm ready. Whoop. Okay, somebody's got a gap. I don't know. I have to look. But that's what came out. Somebody's got a gap. Somebody with long hair. I don't know. Who did this to Tamar? Who knocked out that girl's teeth and fractured her nose? She might have been hit with something, you guys. She might have been hit with something. Who knocked Tamar between the washer and the dryer? Who busted her nose and knocked out her teeth? Okay, so I got a nice, good shuffle here. Nice, good shuffle. Let's see what we come up with, okay? Let's see what we come up with. Somebody has gray hair, white gray hair. Says a blonde, okay? Or they may have blonde in their hair. They have a skin condition. Dark skin. Now, dark skin, okay, now we know to other people that dark skin does not have to mean this dark, okay? Okay? But we're going to put that over there because that seems like something that'll fit. Somebody with a skin condition and dark skin, I really do. We're going to look at these two, okay? We'll have to check those out. They have an oval face. I'm getting vibes. And they're tall. I'm getting more vibes. They got a scar. They wear black clothing. Okay, that's general. Okay. Muscular. Now, muscular doesn't have to be a man, but more than likely it is. Ah! Ah! Black or African American? Ooh, they do witchcraft. Pregnant? We're going to set that off to the side. Short? We're going to set that off to the side. Okay? Mature? Practitioner. Now that practitioner goes with that witchcraft. Somebody's practicing witchcraft. Okay? We got average height. Okay? Now, I'm taking it, I can see this description right here. We're going to go on this description. I'm pretty sure if you know Tamar, this is giving you a pretty good description, okay, right here. This right here, to me, is picking up on other people who may have been around the situation. Okay? It could, around the situation. It may even have people that were at the party before she even went to the house. So where was she found? Okay. We'll ask that. I got the place. We'll see if we can come up with something like that. Okay? Yeah. Vibrant apparel. And, ooh. Okay. We got somebody Asian. We got a man. With a round face. Hazel eyes. Okay, straight hair. Fun colored hair. Medium hair. Okay, so we're getting too vague. Okay. And markings. I'm going to put it over here because I don't know if the person has markings. Okay. Now, what stands out to me is we have a man. Okay. Who's African American, who's muscular, and who's tall. Has an oval-like face. And I think they may have a skin condition. Okay. And they could be considered, I guess, what you would say dark skin. Okay. But they don't have to be real dark. It just goes with being African American. They just assume you're dark skin. Okay. So, I don't know. Leave it in the comment section who you think this could be. Okay? Allegedly. Who do you think this could be? Okay. Now, when I say muscular, they don't have to be ripped like this guy. Okay. But they're tall, they're strong. I don't know if they have hazel eyes, but I do believe I've seen them wearing like a suit, kind of this color. Okay. Now, I don't know, but this person practices witchcraft. Okay. This is a mature person. Okay. That fits into this description. Okay. Black clothing. Okay. And then we have a scar. I don't know about a scar, but I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody, as far as I'm concerned, everybody has a scar. Okay? Put it down in the comment section on who you think that description fits. Who is it? Allegedly. Okay? Now, we're going to go in with, not the time, the place. Okay? I don't know where this happened, where they found Tamar. Okay? Does anybody know? Leave that in the comment section as well, because I don't know where they found her. She just says she woke up. Somebody woke her up in a pool of blood with a fractured nose and missing teeth. Okay. If the story is even true, because we haven't even seen Tamar. Okay. Where did this happen? Okay. Tamar got knocked between the washer and the dryer. Okay. Allegedly. What do you want us to know on where this took place? Okay. And we appreciate your answers. Where did this take place that Tamar woke up with missing teeth and a fractured nose? Where was the place? Where was the place that she... This is what that looks like. Okay, do I have the box? Yeah. Here's the box in case you're wondering. And if you're wondering what cards that I do use, okay, I always show the box, okay, and tell you the name of the cards. This one is called The Place. The Place Oracle, okay? You could just Google it. Put it in the search bar. And then the different places that sell this deck will come up, okay? Because I don't want to just tell you go to Amazon, because Amazon is not the only one that sells these cards, okay? And so you can price match, you know what I'm saying? You can shop around. Where did this take place? Where was it that Tamar's nose got fractured and her teeth were missing? Please tell us where this was. Where's the place? I think I'm going to put the kipper on her too. Okay. Okay. Here we go with this Mystic Haven. Okay. Okay. So there was a fuel station. The gas station. Fuel station, gas station. Okay. Oh, wait. What else does it say? Convenience store, charging station. Okay. There was a swimming pool. Ooh, there was some gambling. Okay. Did they go to more than one place? Oh, jail. What did that other card say? I don't know what that other card said. Hospital. Okay, I don't know if she was taken to the hospital. If her nose was fractured, I'm pretty sure she was. That's the only way she's going to know if it was broke or not, is to get an x-ray. We also got a ship. So we have scorching lands, blazing suns, okay? So it was hot. It was arid, okay? But it was hot. Okay. Well, it was in a social nexus, okay? This is where it was bustling, so there were people around. It's giving me different locations. It's like it's telling me, okay, maybe where her or the other person or both of them, the different places they have went that day surrounding this event. It was a rendezvous. Ooh. It was a meeting place. Okay. So I wonder, okay, if the party went extended to her house and she went off somewhere with somebody, calling herself hiding. Okay. Yeah. And they took an elevator. So we have outside in the grass. We also have an airport. We have a factory. So we're getting a little vague here, okay? So I take it, because usually, okay, these decks be on point. But this one doesn't want to, it doesn't want to, it doesn't want to tell us, okay? It doesn't want to tell us where the location is, okay? Um, let's see. I got some more tricks up my sleeve, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're just going to go in with a oracle. I mean a tarot on Tamar. We're just going to put together a quick tarot asking what happened to Tamar that caused her teeth to be missing. She had 4 teeth missing, a fractured nose. What happened with Tamar Braxton that Sunday night? That Sunday night, when Tamar got knocked between the washer and the dryer. I don't know why I can't stop saying that. Tell us what happened. What do you want us to know? What happened? To Tamar Braxton. And thank you for your answers, okay? So let's see if we can find out a little bit of what happened inside, okay? Because underneath it all is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And that's bad news, not good news, okay? We also have the King of Cups, okay, in reverse. Now, the King of Cups is somebody who's immature, Okay? Not to mention it's in reverse, so he was upset. He was emotional. Okay? I take it that must be the culprit. Somebody immature. Oh yeah. We got the Five of Wands. They was fighting. They was fighting. Okay. And then the thing about it is he may have actually hit her in the face with one of these wands. Allegedly. Okay. We have the Six of Swords. Okay, in reverse. Okay. So now, okay, this person can't go nowhere. They can't jump up and leave. Now, I don't know if that could be Tamar or the person, okay, or both of them, now that this can of worms has been opened. They can't just jump up and leave. We have the Fool in reverse. Okay, so this is reckless. Okay, reckless behavior. We have the Hermit, but it's in reverse. So somebody that wants to go off, okay, and be alone, they weren't alone. Okay. And it may have been somebody who didn't want to be alone. Okay. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So it was betrayal. And I'm going to tell you now, okay, on this King of Cups, this emotionally immature person, okay, who was angry, okay, betrayed Tamar. Okay? That's who the betrayal is laying on. The King of Cups. We have the Magician, okay, manifesting, had tricks up their sleeves. Okay? Yep. We have the Six of Cups, okay? This is that nostalgia moment. We have the World. So it came to an end. Or it came to a head that night. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So it looks like that it may have been an offer that was made, but it wasn't a good offer. Maybe it could have been insulting to Tamar. Okay. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Now, the Nine of Swords, okay, in reverse is somebody that really needs to take a look at themselves and the situation that's going on around them. They really need to take a look at that. Okay. You got the Nine of Swords on top of the Ten of Swords. Okay, on top of the King of Cups. So maybe it may not be Tamar. It may be the King of Cups. Okay, It's got some issues going on here. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, but we have it in reverse. So somebody is going to let go of something, okay? They've been holding on to it, and they're going to let go. They're going to find balance, okay? Two of Pentacles, they're going to find some balance, okay? They're going to let go and get them some balance. We have the Nine, okay? The Nine of Cups. This is an emotional card, once again, okay? This is usually your wishes fulfilled. You get what you wish for, but this is in reverse, okay? So, yeah. Whatever it is, okay? And this is on top of the World card. Ooh, okay? So this is on top of the World card. And the Fool. Ooh, in reverse, okay? So, we got this reckless behavior that needs to end, okay? It really does, okay? Because your wishes are not getting fulfilled. They're not getting fulfilled, okay? You got all this emotional baggage, okay, on you. You really do. And it's not good. It can also be karma. Then we have the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Ooh. So that's some corruption going on there. On top of the Page of Pentacles in reverse, on top of the Hermit in reverse. All these cards, 3 in a row, reverse. Okay? So there's something unsavory is definitely going on. Something unsavory is definitely going on. We have the Three of Cups, okay? Now, that's some happy news. Emotions, okay? And that's right on top of the Nine of Swords in reverse, okay? Taking a look at oneself, okay? And coming to terms with what it is that you need to come to terms with. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So we have an overpouring of emotions, okay? Really upsetting. Letting go and just crying. Just letting it out. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? Let me look that one up. Eight of Cups in reverse. She's got a lot of cups in here, but they're reversed. Cups are emotional, but when they're reversed, okay, the emotions are negative. What is this? Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. A strong relationship, okay, attachment, excuse me. A strong attachment to the past. They don't want to let go of the past, okay? Somebody's holding on to the past, okay? Old habits, relationships, belief that no longer serve them. This stuff they need to let go. See, they need to get that balance. Okay? Find some balance by letting go. Okay? You hanging on to the past. Okay? Yeah. And then you got the Four Swords. So you need to lay that to rest, sweetie. You need to lay that to rest. Four Swords. Four of Swords. Yep. See? It's time to get you some rest, okay? Because you got some more challenges coming up, and you need to face them. Oh, yeah. You need to face them. So you're going to need that rest right here. She going to need that rest. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? I believe the Seven of Pentacles is reaping what you sow. So, if that's the case, okay. Reaping what you sow. Mm. Mm. Now it says this is relating to investment. Oh, okay, now we don't want that one. Okay, so yeah, this something she's worked hard at. Something she's put work into. Okay, she's gonna reap what she sows. Yeah, she's reaping what she sowed, honey. Okay, so whatever Tamar did, if she did, if this is, well, this is on her situation, she's reaped what she sowed, whatever that was. Okay, with this other person, with this other person, she it's emotional. It's emotional. There's conflict. Okay, there's betrayal. Folks whipping up all kind of stuff. Okay, let's do one more line. Okay, up, there she go. The Queen of Cups. Okay, with that big old cup whipping up something she ain't got no business whipping up. See, you got to watch them queens. Okay, because they put that juju. Okay, we got the Two of Cups. So we have some kind of partnership or agreement. Okay, that was whipped up. Some partnership or agreement that was whipped up. And we have death. Okay, but it's in reverse. So there is the past, you hanging on to the past, okay, and you're making plans. So instead of you having ending and a new beginning, you just got to end, okay. The same thing with this fellow over here, okay, and his betrayal, his endings, okay, and backstabbing. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Didn't I tell you, cooking up bad juju? And that can have something to do with reaping what you sow, and it backfired. See, you got to watch that. See, that's, you don't mess around with that witchcraft, see. Oh, yeah, we got the 8 of Wands, okay? And it's coming in fast. It's coming in fast. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Here go another queen. We got Juju and Juju. Let me look up the Queen of Wands. Say, mm, mm, mm. Child. Queen of Wands in reverse. That's Tamar. Shows a lack of professional enthusiasm. Okay. Yeah. So this is somebody who's feels drained. They're tired. Okay. They're tired. They don't want to take on something new. Okay. Right? Because they're tired. Now, mind you, Tamar, how old is Tamar? How old is Tamar Braxton? She's 48 years old. She's almost 50, honey, okay? She's no spring chicken, okay? She's no spring chicken. So, she's just like a lot of them in this industry, okay, who are getting old. Like Diddy, Jay-Z, even her sister Tony, all of them in that era, okay, they're getting old and they still try to get a come up, okay? Instead of trying to do some investments, okay, and get your money right, whatever money you have, okay, get you some investments for when you get older, they trying to make a come up. They trying to get that quick money. Quick money, it goes just as fast as you got it, okay? Quick money does not last. The majority of the time, that money does not last, okay? Don't last, don't last, don't last, okay? Trying to get that quick money. And it's not just her, okay? It's not just her. Whoever's in agreement with her, or whatever she made the agreement with, who backstabbed her or whatever, y'all all trying to make that quick money, okay? And it bit you in the butt. Y'all got over there, got to arguing, howling, and fussing and fighting, okay? Now your teeth is missing, your nose is cracked up, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to end it right here with the Kipper, okay, on Tamar Braxton. That's the Kipper, okay? And we want to know what obstacles, okay, does Tamar face? What are Tamar Braxton's obstacles? Her best course of action, okay, and her outcome. Let us check it out. What do you want to tell us about Tamar's obstacles, her courses of action, and her outcome? What do you want us to know? Tamar Braxton. Okay, we're going to do our 3 cards. These are the secret cards. This is what Tamar does not see coming. Okay? Turn it this way so I have a little more room. These are her obstacles, her best course of action, and her outcome. Okay, let's do this. At the top of her obstacles is unexpected income, okay? Unexpected income. I don't know if she's going to get it, If it's an obstacle, then that's the problem. She's not going to get it, okay? We have a mature man who's blocking, who's presenting a obstacle. We also have the coffin, okay? We have a coffin. Now the coffin, okay, is like the death card, okay? New endings, okay, and she's new beginnings. So this is an obstacle because she's got endings, but does she have new beginnings? Because if she's not having new beginnings, okay, that's going to present a problem. Okay, there's a mature man that's around her that's also a problem, and the unexpected income. Okay, that might be some juju money. Okay, we also have expectations. So there's some expectations that she have. Maybe they're not reasonable expectations. Okay, but we also have sudden wealth. Okay, and a courtship. So somebody that she's involved with or she's friends with, okay, we have sudden wealth. Now the sudden wealth, okay, it doesn't even have to be in the money. It could be in news, okay. Apparently it's making an obstacle. And the only thing I could think of as the reason for it to become an obstacle is if somebody, okay, around her is jealous and is trying to get her. Okay? Now, her best course of action, of course, is a wealthy man. Okay? There's also a main female. There's imprisonment. Ooh, okay. And you know what came to my mind is whoever did this Tamar, I told you, okay, they get in prison, they go to prison. That would be her best course of action because they will be out of her life. She will have to do something to fill this void. If she's dependent on this person, running this person back and forth, or whatever she's doing with this person, they go to prison, okay, she's going to have to think of something, and you'd be surprised, okay, this could be her best course of action, allegedly, okay. She could marry a wealthy man, okay. Her community and her occupation, okay, are also her best course of action because she does have an occupation. She could sing, she could do this, she could do that, okay, whatever she chooses, she could do it at her pace, and she's not signing no contracts. Everybody want to sign a contract and get you locked into a commitment, okay, and then you're screwed. For some reason, you come out with the short end of the stick, okay? And then you have community who's rallying around you, okay? Those are your best courses of action right there, okay? Then we have your outcome. Your outcome, the family room, your inner circle, okay? Which is probably your family, okay? And some good duties that you have. But then, okay, there's a false person around you. This is an outcome. There's a false person around you, okay? And you got to have a change. You're going to have a change. Look like you're going to be doing some traveling. These are the outcomes, okay? Beware of the false person, okay? And as far as you're concerned, everybody around you is false, okay? That's how you beat that apple right there. If you look at everybody as your enemy, I'm not talking about your mama and your sisters. I'm talking about these people you're around that you be partying with are not your friends, okay? They don't need to be all up in your family room, okay? Now we have lovers. We have a main male, okay? And this main male, okay, could be her son. It could be her son. This looks like a younger gentleman here. Could be her son, okay? But we have pathways, okay? So the outcome is she may have a long road ahead of her, okay, because she sabotages herself. Tamar tends to sabotage herself, so she may have a long road ahead of her. That would be her outcome, okay? Now, there's 3 cards. What she doesn't see coming is a privileged lady, okay? There's going to be a journey. She's going to be traveling somewhere, for some reason, okay? And then she's got some court situations, some adjudication. And this may come up in the form of her son and her ex-husband, Vince, okay? On the adjudication in the court issues she may have, okay? It may present itself out of nowhere, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, if you have any comments or requests, just leave those down below in the comment section. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.